さて一丁決めてくるか。楽しんでもらえたか。さて一丁決めてくるか。楽しんでもらえたか。さて一丁決めてくるか。楽しんでもらえたか。さて一丁決めてくるか。
Hey, how's it going, friends? How goes it? Did I jump scare you? Hopefully not. I realized I was a little loud. I'm usually a little quieter the moment I start. Just like, hey, how's it going? Sorry, wasn't my intention. Hold on a moment. Man.
How about that weather, huh?
Now the weather that he has been pretty excessive might be the best word for it. A lot of wind. A lot of trampolines ending up in places that they shouldn't be, you know? That's the best way to describe it, I think. There are like fucking trampolines in the street. It's just everywhere, man. Yeah, I saw one today, and I'm just thinking, like, how the fuck did that end up there? It was like crammed under a fucking swing set. I'm just thinking, like, and like the metal is like, the metal frame is like bent underneath it. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I did not realize the wind was that bad. I could hear it. I could hear it last night, making the house fucking creak, but I had no idea it was that bad. Also, 1 second. Oh, it's not working. My sample board's not working. Hold on. You know, they haven't updated this, There we go. I reloaded the app and automatically it mutes my microphone for me. What was I saying? They haven't updated the GoXLR app, since like last year, and I'm hoping that they do, because there's definitely some issues that I would like resolved. For instance, if you're someone like me who, for Discord or Skype or Zoom or whatever the kids, you know, nobody uses fucking Skype anymore, who am I kidding? But if you're like me and for like Discord calls, for example, you like to have your microphone like unfiltered, you can't do that with GoXLR. You just have to, you know, turn off all your settings and then turn them back on. But when I say that, it's not like a flip of a switch. It's like you have to change all of your settings and then change them back. So my like noise gate, I gotta turn the threshold, the attenuation, the attack, the release, and everything. I gotta turn that all the way down, just for some genuine, unfiltered conversation. Is it worth it? I don't know. Is this working now?
Did you do it?
There we go. It's important. It's an important feature. Alright. This is it. Judgment Day. Tab into the game, that would... Today, things are gonna be settled at last. A lot of things.
What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday.
The illegal assault that Von Karma did to us. He tased the shit out of you and you told me to run and I just ignored you. I just stood there, mouth agape like a fucking idiot.
Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
She's fucking Electro now. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Hey, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Yo-ha, pal!
Gumshoe. That's Gumshoe. There he is.
What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe!
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning. How'd it go, Detective?
Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Why'd you say it like, why didn't you say thanks, Detective? You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock I got on my way in, I feel pretty good.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. Good luck. What was the evidence we got again? We got like a bullet or something, I think. December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Courtroom.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready.
Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
What? No backtalk. This is insane.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement?
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Down the Krabby Patty formula.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness. Why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
He was lost. He got on the wrong bus. That's what happened.
I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony.
Why I Left Court by Mr. Old Man.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
He was going out for food for Polly. I'm gonna press the shit out of that one.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
Sorry, Your Honor. Big lunch. He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. How?
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did.
Oh, he's Southern now. I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
No. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi.
But I wasn't running away or nothing.
I disagree. Then why did you leave?
Listen, you fucking idiot. Stop interrupting. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
Yes, it is. It's immensely difficult for me. I start shaking. I grip. I fucking tensed my fists. If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Yep. Food?
Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand.
Gourmand?
She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France.
Spoiled little bitch.
They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, I kinda got lost, you see.
It's exactly... He got on the wrong bus. That's all that happened. Nothing unusual about this.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that.
I see. So he was lost. My IQ is 3.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses.
My brain is non-existent. It exists in the void.
I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow.
You figured? You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it. My brain no work no good no more.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
Grr. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? Using his insanity against him. Somehow. I don't know how to do that. Easier said than done, I guess. That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one.
Right. I'm sure he does. Deep down. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Found in the victim's body. It's the same... No letter. What? He did eat it. He could have eaten it. He took it from us. We don't know what he did after that. Also, hello, Dosmika. He very well might have just taken it and gone,
This is mine.
fucking consumed it. That's it. Honestly, that's a good way. It's non-traceable, is it? I mean, when it comes out your backside, nobody's gonna want to touch that, are they? Let's just press him, see what he says on this one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do.
I say you're a big stinky poopy head.
Well, that's just unfair.
You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's gonna be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Oh, shit. Okay, oh, is this good or bad?
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies!
Order, order!
How many times have I said order now?
Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Has no fucking evidence, you idiot. This is a court of law. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor. Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
It's Gregory Edgeworth. Back from the dead.
I'm gonna save just in case it takes me for a fool and it changes it or something. It's not going to. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Well, shit. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tusk, tusk, tusk. No, no, no. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court?
He says with a shit-eating grin on his face.
This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. Damn. That damn proof, it's always getting in my way.
If only people would just take my word for it, you know?
And allow me to repeat, once more, that the witness has lost his memory.
Ugh. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick! How are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
Use the bird. The bird might actually know. That's a good guess. Almost too good of a guess. It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Ah, yeah, that's a good point. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
I'm just gonna change the tusks to a little chuckle, because it's much easier to do. Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
How do you know this? How do you know this? What? What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yep.
Use the bird's brain. Dissect it in the middle of court.
What? Yogi, you sneak.
Stealing my picnic baskets. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright?
The way you laugh and shit, it makes it seem as if you are defending a guilty man. It's like,
Oh, how inconvenient for you.
don't revel in the fact that we can't prove his identity. That makes you look really bad.
It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. Oops.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief,
I will do that. Please let me do that. I would love to do that. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Your Honor, bring up this fucking parrot. The defense would like to take Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Von Karma up?
On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order, order! Oh, well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
I object your objection. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the witness, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. How dare he make a joke in court? This is a very serious place.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest.
Exclamation point.
Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
I know.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yes. This is the only thing I have. As always, why even give me the choice? Let the parrot take this. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is a fucking madhouse.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony. Every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Yeah, we just have to get her to blurt out DL6, because she already did that before, right?
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
There she is. Ah, beautiful.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name.
She's shy.
Name! Now!
Just wring its neck.
Tell me your fucking name! The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
It's a fucking parrot. It's a fucking parrot.
Hello, hello.
What a fantastic testimony.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
It's fucking absurd. Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
I don't know. Find your way out of your own fucking shit.
Stupid.
Yeah, you're the one who suggested we cross-examine a fucking parrot. What's wrong with you? Hello, hello, Squat. Squat.
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say?
Have you forgotten something? Yes, that's the one. As I recall, 2 days ago. Flashback.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget, DL6,
I can do that surprisingly well. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Please, 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 please.
Hello.
Fuck, you fucked me.
You fucking bird.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot. Hello. Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? He tased the shit out of it until it did what he wanted. Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Maybe. Shit. Can I get it to say something else, maybe? Witness, you're here to speak! Speak to me!
No. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her.
How?
We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
Right. I wonder. Present. Present her to herself. Can I do that? I'm going to present to you. Look at this pretty picture of you. Aren't you beautiful? Point the gun at the bird. No, that was.
Look at this pretty picture of you.
Aren't you beautiful? A beautiful little bird. Maybe to this one. We don't want to do it to the hello, right? We want to do it to this one, so just quiet. Yeah, right. Answers to the name Polly. File on the DL6 incident. There's... Did Yanni say anything before that, like... No, because that would have proved that it was him. Polly never said his name, I know that. Let's try it.
Say something, you little shit.
Try the same proof. Well, thing is, it's such, like... I'm not trying to point out a contradiction, I'm trying to get something out of her, right? So it shouldn't make a difference which one I do it to, because they're both nothing statements. Photograph of the scene of the murder. Oh, maybe... No. I can't ask her another question, I don't think. I can try. Is that how I got the... Is that how I did it before? Yeah, no, I didn't... That was like a... That was a different part of it, I guess. Or maybe it's this one. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we can... Okay. What's the safe number? Have we forgot? What's your name? That one will do. Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name?
Polly, what?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly.
Well, why did her text box say parrot then? Why did it say parrot? Why didn't it say Polly? We clearly haven't established it enough to be on a first name basis.
Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
I fucking hope so. I really fucking hope so. Yes, it does.
Oh, shit.
Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name would prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluff a little too far?
Listen, honey. We're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Shit. Something in here. One bullet found, court bailiff trapped due to memory loss, deprivation. Polly Jenkins. It's a good thing I read this. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. That's the one.
The DL6 case file? Objection.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
It's 3 pages long, I'll have you know. 3 fucking pages.
He's like, that's a real big boy book you've got there.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Fuck. Oh, I gotta look at it. Okay, so I can look at it. Suspect data. That's the one.
Suspect data.
It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name? You know, come on, Dora, you love Dora.
Polly Polly? What?
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she called Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only 7 years... I thought that was Phoenix.
She's only 7 years old.
Indeed.
No, not indeed, because it makes sense. It makes sense. Just because he has a dog, his fucking... What did he say? His fucking niece or something? His granddaughter's daughter has a fucking dog, and that would make me the fiance. It's relevant to the case.
Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I gonna find that?
Nick, we're getting closer.
Thank you for pointing out the obvious.
One more, if we can just find one more piece of evidence.
Right. But what?
Very well, witness, you may continue.
One more? It took me a fucking long time to get that one. Is it possible it's the same gun? it's 3 pages on a 10-meter. Yeah, it's like the old printer paper, like what are those fucking old printers called? Do you know the ones with like the wasted paper on the edges that you have to rip off? They're like laser dot printers. I don't fucking know. All right, well I'm gonna see if we'll just ask her again. The last thing.
What's your safe number?
Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? To safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack?
1228, 1228.
My, what a reckless...
Oh, 12/28 is gonna be a relevant date, isn't it? It's gonna be it's a date! It's a date! The 28th of December! That's when the statute of limitations I've got it, boys! I've got it. Yes, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. I didn't figure it out halfway through.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's identity?
Is it in the... Yeah, it's in the case file again. Once again, the DL6.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number?
Case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 12/28.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence.
It's not a coincidence. Stop.
People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Bah! This is no tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I'm number 1.
And now you've got to change it.
This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing.
That's enough. I have to go to the ATM real quick. I'll be right back. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! I'm not fucking around. Witness, tell us your name.
Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
he sobered up in an instant. He looked absolutely sloshed before. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
He's got 20/20 vision.
Order, order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a minute. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. On karma, where is Mr. Yogi? He dematerialized in front of my eyes. For some reason, we faded to black there, and I'm not sure why. maybe the power went out very slowly.
Under arrest, Your Honor. I see no room for error in his confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
There he is. Edgy boy.
There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
Nope. 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 I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Yay! Confetti! Yay! This is fucking kangaroo court, is what this is.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Kangaroo court. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, it was Edgeworth, though. I recognized.
Did someone just say objection?
Wasn't fine karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth!
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
In which case he'll get a slap on the wrist because he was a child and he unintentionally killed his dad. He was a child. And if the statute of limitations for oh wait, no, the statute of limitations is for the DL6 incident, right? So it's like it could be it could happen today. This is the last day he can confess.
He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad.
Oh, what do I do? I'm gonna save. That's what I'm gonna do. Objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. He's right, you know. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Fuck you, Mr. Wright. For trying to obstruct justice. Guilty!
For 15 years, I've had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean, in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the state statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I always thought it was the statute of limitations. Isn't that like the Statue of Liberty in New York? No? Okay, sorry. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Alright, cool.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. My dentures are falling out. I need to retape them. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. I can't feel my fucking teeth anymore.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished.
Whip me, if you will.
Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
Even if you're a child in the dark and you throw a gun and it accidentally goes off, I don't think that counts as murder.
This is crazy. Just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court report once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it.
It doesn't mean he's right, though.
He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Right. Sorry, wrong voice. Sorry. Happens from time to time. Jumping between so many people, it's
Hard to keep track, you know, and then we're back to this man.
And then we're back to Phoenix.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No.
So sorry.
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well.
His gavel does not sound very weighty at all. It's like a... I want like a boom! I want like a big boom.
Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
There he is.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That'll be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please, please.
What? Can you share the detail with me, please, Phoenix? Because I haven't noticed it. So.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. I wanted them to start fighting. I was very bored, you see. Do you have any idea what it's like to be trapped in an elevator for over 5 hours? With no television. As a child, that is murder. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to bring up murder. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Scratch my leg a minute. Oh, that feels good! Hey, alright, okay. Let's just point out everything. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Dracula over there.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case.
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence.
As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator.
Right. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator.
Yes. Myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. But then as time passed, and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue.
Alright. What did you do then? What did you do?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet.
What was it?
A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
Well, it's not a very good safety then, is it? It's not very safe, if I do say so myself.
And you picked it up. What happened next?
I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
Thick? You mean thin?
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream.
Right. The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream.
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day.
Something about the scream, then. To this day.
Yes, I can practically hear it now.
It went a bit like this.
Sorry, it was a poor rendition, but I'm on the spot. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Right. Let's go to the end then. So he's telling me what it is, which is nice. It's helpful. And then a scream. So we want to look. Okay. Defense attorney trapped. Yeah, blah, blah. One bullet found the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. It was fired twice. Sorry, Mr. Edgy Boy. Gonna have to point out some bullshit there, buddy. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Objection.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence. Unless you can tell us what page it's on.
It's a very easy thing to...
I don't accept it unless you can point it out with your fingy.
Victim data. The one page we haven't looked at yet. How convenient. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. I'm dying. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Ugh.
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired?
No, it was probably Yanni. I doubt his father tried to kill himself.
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. No. It might have been fired the day before the incident.
It's true. Can't deny that. That is pretty good. It's a pretty good assumption.
There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see. You two have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. And one of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Little baby boy, baby man. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case?
Something to do with the bullet? Oh, fuck. There's the bullet hole is in the... There's a bullet hole in the door, but he's facing the other way, so if he was shot, he would have just fallen backwards, right? He wouldn't have, like, fallen to the side like that. I have to say yes, because that's all I've got. That's all I've got, so... Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible!
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Ran out of breath there, sorry. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Alright. It all depends on whether it was an exit wound or not. If there was an exit wound... I'm gonna save, but I think it's the photo. I'm gonna say it's the photo. Oh, I can't save. Okay, well, I hope it's the photo. Is it? The music didn't stop, so I'm slightly scared. Look at this photograph. No, we're right, boys. This is a photo. Oh no, sorry, wrong voice.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. The photo proves it.
Does it? So let me get this straight. If this photo proves 2 shots were fired, where?
Your Honor, please get a clue. show the judge the show him. It's like Dora. But again, this is a bit presumptuous. This is assuming that there wasn't an exit wound. Maybe it said that there wasn't an exit wound in his like autopsy or something. I don't know. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from a pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Shot! The tension moment. I don't like it though. I like my instant validation knowing that I've got it right. Sorry, I dropped a few frames there.
Order!
Happens.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else have been?
The murderer, of course. This is bullshit. This is kind of bullshit. I don't agree with this because it doesn't really make much sense.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
It's gonna say that, like, the fingerprints... You're gonna say that fucking Edgeworth's fingerprints were on it? Not Edgeworth, his dad.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
Not even a bullet casing. Bullet casings. Ah.
If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
We're also not talking about... We haven't even mentioned bullet casings. I think they forgot the existence of bullet casings. You see, when you fire a bullet, only the end part is shot. The second part is what we call a casing. That stays around. That just drops to your feet. The hole doesn't have blood on it. Oh, that's... Yeah, I guess so. It's true.
He does have a point.
The second bullet has never been found. Why? Why? Why not? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door.
Something else that made a bullet-shaped hole.
Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Would you like me to kiss your ass some more?
God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
Because I don't have anything to say.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick!
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No! But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person. Someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth by passing my verdict.
Before passing.
Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did.
Oh no! He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Do I want to raise an objection? I mean, it can't hurt. My standing in court is pretty good at the moment. I don't think I've fucked up that many times. Your Honor, I object.
No, no, no. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object,
Oh!
Nick!
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no!
Rah!
It must exist.
The second bullet.
It's fucking Mia. Is her name Mia? I can't remember. It's been so long since she showed up. What? What did you just say?
Nothing!
The second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor.
Hmm?
The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why?
Huh? Fuck, I didn't think about that.
First of all, how would they have found it?
Following a straight line, Your Honor, because bullets don't bend unless you're watching the 2008 movie Wanted with Angelina Jolie.
Is there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
I think it was 2008. I hope that's right. Now I kind of want to look it up.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer had to find it, yeah. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Ah! What possible reason could they have had?
Well, The reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene is with them is... The bullet would be proof of... I don't know. I'm just going along with this. I don't know. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof? That's not reassuring. I've clearly fucked this up.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with... What a load of horse shit.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
They got a phobia of blood. They don't want to stick their gooey hands inside of a dead man. Huh?
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
Fuck. This isn't going so well.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Oh, fuck. I don't... Can I just gonna go back to, this one real quick. Oh, fuck. Both of these might be wrong. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. Yeah, I fucked it up.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet.
Yeah, okay. So they led to the exact same thing. So there's no way you can win on that one. The murderer didn't need it. Another possible reason why the gun was fired twice? Yeah. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it.
Had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken.
Am I psychic now as well?
Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... For instance, what? Ah! Internal screaming. Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer.
The bullet hits the murderer?
Just saying, you know, for instance. Maybe. I mean, if it hit you, you would want to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know?
This is a pile of bull, Mr. Wright.
Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. But what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. Looking through your pile of bullshit. So at the time of the murderer themselves got shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes. Really? Are we really going with this? Oh, fuck. What if we find... Oh, fuck. Was it actually Von Karma? Did Von Karma actually kill Edgeworth's dad? Is that what we're gonna find out? The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet hits this poor man right here. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you're saying. You're just so captivating. You've got such charisma about how you go about things.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
I don't, but please do remind me with a flashback and an echo that I can do.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
He did it! He did it!
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was in?
Oh no, the Phoenix. But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Oh. I don't know. Is there gonna be a better time? He's not gonna incriminate himself even further, is he? I don't have anything to prove it, though, is the problem. Alright, we've saved, so I'm gonna save it for a better time. I think that's wise. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. Yeah, exactly. My point exactly. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time.
Mr. Wright, something the matter?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Tusk, tusk, tusk. Shall we carry on with the trial then, No, no, no. That said, we have no farther to go. All that is left is the finish.
The metal detector? Are you implying that he's still got the fucking bullet inside of him? Is that what you're gonna say?
In other words, the verdict.
Imagine he's just been living with a bullet in his shoulder this entire time. What? Not yet!
Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer. Yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible subject. Which means your conjecture is worthless. And will be rejected, of course.
Nick, now's the time to be holding on to that trump card. The trial's almost over.
Alright, I may not know what I'm doing, but here goes. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking. Palms sweaty.
The what? Vagina? Vasectomy? Vuvuzela? Venezuela?
Von Karma!
Von Karma?
Dot dot dot.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there?
Ah!
You don't object?
Oh. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating.
Well, there's only one way to sort this out. Full body search. Photograph every inch of his body. Looking for scars. Remnants of a bullet hole.
I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Ugh.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Ugh, nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane, you fucking idiot.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Metal detector. He used a really big magnet. Wait, is it actually gonna be is it gonna mean that the bullet is... You cannot live with a bullet inside of you. That's you might actually die. You'll get an infection. A bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Here goes metal detector ending. If this is it, I'm gonna shit my pants. It's gonna be it, isn't it?
All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is...
Fuck. Are we really gonna use the metal detector? Should I use it? Please.
Ah!
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean?
I do.
He's gonna fake it and blame it on like a fucking metal hip or something.
There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, strip down, buddy. No metal objects.
I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
Objection.
I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
No, I've got a steel hip.
Order.
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. Strip down, buddy. It was you who said we had to end it here. Right now. Something. Blah, blah.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Strip off, buddy.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Well, yeah, we could also have an X-ray as well. That would take too long, wouldn't it? Got him. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
Bullshit. Bullshit. How does he take a vacation? Well, a very, very, very careful vacation. With not a lot of movement, I imagine.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? No. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet inside in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
Except I do. It's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
Oh. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. This.
That's a bullet.
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from the shoulder. From your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? You okay, buddy?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
It was him. God, not this kid.
Help! Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air!
This game is like, it's like 80% shouting, so it's like, fucking hell. My throat. Get away from my father! Yeah, you can imagine that. Just imagine I did that. I'll get the sample from the VOD. And I'll just put it on my sample board so I can do it like this.
Did you do it?
Just do it whenever I want. See, that's the thing with the sample board. I can't ever see myself using it for things outside of my own voice.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed!
I can tell my throat's giving out a bit.
Mr. Von Karma.
Edgeworth! Edgeworth!
So, it was you.
Sorry, wrong preset.
You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death, death!
15 years earlier?
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered up for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth?
It was a shock like none I'd ever known.
Oh, it's him.
Me penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and fell my way to the elevator.
Felt.
I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes.
That doesn't look like Von Karma.
I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
Such a pussy noise. It's so crap. Yeah. He wasn't any younger. He was still quite old back then. He's quite an old man now. He looks like he's in like his late 60s maybe?
In his final moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
So I was bored back.
I wear a wig, you see. Who would have thought another man would have come to to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job, bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it!
Very well. Well then. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Hooray, again. Good. I'm glad they had time to reload the confetti cannons in between trials.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
What about what? I'm sorry, are we just gonna let Von Karma go? What? What's going on? I'm so confused. He committed murder, did he not?
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I'm sure we had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
What? Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Whoop!
I feel foolish.
Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all!
A fucking Lotta, Jesus.
Lana! Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank you all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your head in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness of the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Oh, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Oh, fucking Larry, Jesus. Huh? It's over, Nick! My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift for me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he said treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah. It's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. It's his lunch money. He finally gave back his lunch money. Cause did Larry fucking steal it? I bet Larry fucking stole it. Wait, $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. You fucker! You fucker! Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. If it stinks, it was the... When something smells, it's usually the butts. Go to Mikage's stream and spend 5k for a thank you song. Wait, what? There's a 5k reward for a thank you song? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Yeah, I know. Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. This sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me!
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, you got worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known, I would have become a prosecutor. He turned British there for a second. Just channeling myself.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought that I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a picture. A photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after that, dinner's on me.
You get a picture ending.
Detective Gumshoe took us out to the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Why? Why was he still in detention?
December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Riot and Code Law offices.
I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? Still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Oh.
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Fades away.
Goodbye? What time is it? First trains for the mountains have already left. To the station.
Sorry, I got a little ahead of the text there.
I have to stop her.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick?
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it.
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yeah, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Yeah, you did get tased for no reason.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. The bullet. Oh, okay, yeah. So she stopped. She bumped into Von Karma, and she grabbed the bullet. Right, I remember now. I remember. Thank you for reminding me. I thought maybe he just dropped it, but she grabbed it off him.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that. Immediately back to smug. I did say I'd rewatch. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya. You almost broke her heart. She almost went off thinking she was completely useless.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. Say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. In the sequel. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. I didn't do that fast. I'm just trying to keep up. Huh, interesting. I thought that this was the last thing.
Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe.
I could have sworn, I read on the wiki before I was looking through the cases and how many there were. I could have sworn there was another one. Maybe there's a secret one after this. I don't remember though. I can't remember what I was looking for. Fuck, what was I looking for?
Oh, me, I've been working at the cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady. She's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah.
Maybe an extra episode. It might. That's what I was thinking. I can't remember what I was looking up. I think I was just looking up because I was writing in the stream title like I think we're near the end of this or something like that. I didn't end up writing that though, but I wanted to see how many cases were left.
I'm pretty sure he's grateful. Something blah blah blah.
That's the guy from the very first trial.
Skip.
Wait, don't skip.
Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney from whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, and you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
What a handsome gentleman. Glad we don't get to see April May. Is that her name April May? Or is that the girl from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Ahem. Oh, it's you, Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, me as understudy, was you not?
Blah 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 blah.
The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
I can't keep up with this text. It's annoying. Ooh. Pain taught Phoenix.
Phoenix Wright. Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. He can't be a star with a name like Phoenix.
Oh, fucking old bag. Are we walking around as I have no idea that someone's interviewing someone about Phoenix for whatever reason.
I'm pleased to announce the Prig Princess is ahead. I sure owe that Phoenix Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
I have no idea what's going on. What is the context of this? Hey, it's the cutie pie.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time. So I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. So she can buy them where he is. Blah, 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 blah.
There she is. The waifu. There he is, the little shit.
Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Oh, what a dog! I was kind of a shock for a boy in my tender age.
It's weird that you're watching Pink Princess anyway, isn't it? Or at least it is for that time period. I mean, nowadays, people don't fucking bat an eyelid whatever you watch. It doesn't really matter, but... It's strange that a little boy, most little boys wouldn't really want to watch a show called Pink Princess. No, fucking Will Powers is the Pink Princess. The big hairy Wolverine man.
Shinji Mikami.
Yay! Screenshot, yay! Oh, how lovely. Victory. When did you get time to make that banner? There's a fucking ghost.
There's a fucking ghost in the picture.
I knew it. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum. Cause I remembered seeing that there was another character that was supposed to show up, and it's the girl with the glasses. I think she's in later games as well. Ah, boy. We'll do the intro to this one, and I think... Should we keep going or not? I kind of like doing the shorter streams. I feel like if there's a natural place to end... Is that fucking rotoscoping? If there's a natural place to end a stream, then I'd rather do that than just, like, you know, stretch it out to the 3 hours that I usually do.
3D animation, CGI.
Right, so they've got long hair. We know that. This is new and improved, baby.
It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up.
That girl. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Right and Go Law Offices.
Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work.
There you are, finally. I don't know what you sound like. It's Emily, whatever her face is.
Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow.
I don't know what to make her voice sound like, because my range for male voices, as you would expect, is much better than my range for female voices. Let's just do Maya's voice. These sound the same. Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, me. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you?
I'm sorry, but Mia Fey no longer works here.
So you are the coffee boy?
Maybe I should make it into like a valley girl.
I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney.
Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case?
Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though.
That's a relief then. You're better than nobody.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now.
But you were Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney.
Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try somewhere else.
Please, I'm out of time.
But
Please, you have to help. It's my sister.
Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out.
Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator.
Scientific investigator?
What the fuck does that mean?
Right, I'm gonna go pee real quick, so I'll be right back. Be right back.
さて一丁決めてくるか 楽しんでもらえたかさて一丁決めてくるか
You've been Friday blocked, boys.
Oh, fuck. Did I already save? Oh, well, who cares? Do it again. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator?
Yes, that's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's just you seem kind of, jumpy. Maybe just young?
Young? I'll be 16 years old this year.
Oh, I see.
Wait, only 16?
I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, and my age no less.
So what exactly is your current position then?
Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, and my age no less.
Great, another future professional in training. Great, we got a fucking half-baked fucking Maya that can't speak to the dead. So, what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow?
My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't.
So, it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact.
And there's a witness?
Just talk to her. You have to talk to her.
I don't know if I want to do this voice. It's so unbearably... Right, I suppose I will.
I promised her I'd bring Maya Faye, but that bitch is fucking dead.
That's interesting. How would she know Maya? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then?
Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one.
I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done.
I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. After this.
My sister asked for Maya specifically. This Maya Fey person was a few years below her in school.
Oh, so they went to the same school, huh?
She always told me to go to Maya if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one.
Incidentally, Maya's a woman.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Hmm?
Well, actually, when she gets, like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Big smile on her face. Oh, I'm sorry. Yikes, dude.
That's a big yikes.
Now I vaguely remember if this case is going to end oh, because there are some cases where they had to go with the guilty verdict. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna call it quits for now. Just because I feel like it.
Too bad. Too bad.
Alright. One moment. Un momento, por favor. I know it's a short one. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel this feels like a nice stopping point for me. I feel like I don't want to feel like I have to like keep going into this case now to sort of extend the runtime. I feel like I have fulfilled my I've gotten my stream fill for the day. It's currently minus something. I've not been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes and 12 seconds. Oh man, I didn't put on my glasses one time during this fucking stream, and I did perfectly. That's strange, you think? I thought my glasses was supposed to make me smarter, but I did perfectly well without them. Anyway, thank you guys for turning up and watching. As always, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Streaming would be infinitely more boring if I was just sat here talking to myself. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Tomorrow... What is going on tomorrow? Probably nothing, but... Never hurts to check. Tomorrow I have nothing planned. So yeah, I will probably start streaming again at 5. So if you're around, feel like dropping in, feel like saying hello, then feel free. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Appreciate you, love you, and see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.